Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Payoff Pitch 1985. Getting a little early start tonight because I got to do some golf, the front nine of some History Maker golf action coming up a little bit. So I thought I'd go ahead and get the baseball game out the way. Today's date is April 20, 1985, and we are at Anaheim Stadium for a game between the Seattle Mariners and the California Angels. Both teams are 5-5 after 10 games each. The Mariners will have Mark Langston going for them on the hill, and it will be Mike Witt pitching for the Angels. So we're getting a little bit of an early start tonight. For those of you, of course, that wanted to know who won my game between the Red Sox and the Royals due to Tropical Storm Eta, it pretty much killed the rest of my stream. I was not able to complete it. But I can tell you that the Red Sox did beat the Royals 5-2. In the comments section is where I actually went ahead and put the final score and how that was how it came about to be. Mike Easler hit his second home run of the game in the top of the ninth inning. It was a 3-run jack, which allowed the Red Sox to win the game over the Royals. And that is the second Red Sox win in payoff pitch play. And they're now 2-0 in payoff pitch. And, of course, at the end of each block, I will post the standings, and not just the standings of the actual team, of what's been happening with the whole full way standings, but you'll also see the payoff pitch standings of games that were played with the teams on the board. And payoff pitch standings will come into effect somehow in case of tiebreakers or anything like that. So you want to win these games I play on the board. We are at Anaheim Stadium, the Seattle Mariners taking on the Angels, and should be an exciting matchup. A number of big names are not in the lineups today, which kind of interesting, as this was the game chosen for April 20. But we'll see what happens. As I said, I'm also going to calm down a little bit on the presentation. Calm down the yelling. These are regular season games. We want to enjoy them. When we get excited, we'll get excited. But playoff games, however, that's where we really can get excited about. Let's see. Starting pitcher for the California Angels will be Mike Witt. He had a good year that year in '85. He was 15-9 with a 3.56 ERA. So it should be fun to see what he can do. And so far, as I said, this 1985 season is playing so much differently than 1994 did. It really is a completely different type of baseball year. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Seattle Mariners will be the second baseman, Jack Perconti. He gets the call here. And let's get the game underway. Let's play some ball. Let's see. Tough 45. That is going to be a ground out to the pitcher. One man down as Mike Witt will throw that over to first. Next batter for the Mariners, left fielder Phil Bradley. Tough 48. Bradley batted .312 with 17 homers against rights. A tough 48 is going to be a ground ball to first base, and that will get picked up by Benitez for out number 2. As Bob B joins me here at Anaheim Stadium. Welcome, sir. Next batter, first baseman Alvin Davis, one of the more underrated players of the Mariners in the 80s. Really, Alvin Davis, good player. Batted .308 with 14 homers against rights. I just want to calm down the presentation a bit. Tough 72. It's a ground out to short, and that'll get taken care of by Dick Schofield. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. We go to the bottom of the first, and you say, love my setup. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I try to make this where it's not just rolling dice. You want to see the cards. You want to see the players. You want to see the results. I think that's what matters, too, in doing something like this. Putting the cards on the base. Yep, exactly. As you've been watching me do it for inside pitch and payoff pitch, that's how I will do it. Starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners in this game was Mark Langston. He was 7-14 that year, with a 5.47 ERA. Don't count out Langston. He actually was a pretty decent pitcher. Just had a tough year. He was young here. He was only 24 years old in 1985. Leading off for the Angels, center fielder Gary Pettis. Langston is a lefty, so Pettis batted .281 with no homers against lefts. And we got a patient 58, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Gary Pettis. He goes ahead and smacks one into right field. Good start for the Angels in this game. Next up is the right fielder, Daryl Miller. He batted .375, no homers against lefts. You can see he did not have that many at-bats. A lot of players are not in the Angels lineup. Players like Reggie Jackson, Rod Carew, Rob Wilfong, they were not in the starting lineup for this matchup, but we may see them as pinch hitters possibly. Gary Pettis, that was he has a 6B steal rating. He will not run, so Langston will pitch. We got a tough 29, and that's a strikeout. And down goes Miller. And now we will see left fielder Brian Downing, another unsung California Angel. This guy could also play pretty well. .262 average, 8 homers against lefts. Langston with the pitch. Ballpark 63, and that is, as Brian Downing is a right-hander, that is in the wheelhouse. But a wheelhouse 86 is going to be a single for Brian Downing against lefties. He gets a base hit. See what kind of single it is. It's a line drive into left field. The runner on second, Gary Pettis, he will score. And the Angels jump out to a quick 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Downing. Yes, he did. Langston did have some very good seasons. But he's a youngster here. He's only 24 years old. Gives up a quick 1-0 lead to the Halos. Next batter, third baseman Doug DeCinces. Another underrated Angel. .244 average, 6 homers against lefts. Remember, this is the '85 Angels. Next year they win the division. Next year this team wins the division with a little help from players like Wally Joyner and Donnie Moore. Langston with the pitch. That is another ballpark 43. That's going to be a wheelhouse. Anaheim Stadium, pretty much a hitter's park. A wheelhouse for DeCinces, wheelhouse 47, and that one, he is going to send high, he is going to send deep, and yes, he hits that one out of here. Home run, Doug DeCinces on a 47 against lefties, and he sends this one clean out. That will be a 2-run jack for DeCinces. And the Angels are jumping on Langston here. And it is now 3-0 Halos. Next batter is the catcher, Bob Boone. They'll go talk to Langston here for a second. And now we'll get back behind the plate. Michael Peterson says ready for the Masters. Yes, we're looking forward to the Masters, and I'm probably going to do a little golf here in a little bit, so I'm trying to get this game out of the way. Bob Boone bats .259, a homer against lefts here. Already, bottom of the first inning, Angels already jumping on Langston. Still only 1 out here. We got a pitch of a patient 97. That's a fly out to left. That'll be taken care of by Bradley for the second out. And now we'll see first baseman Juan Beniquez. He batted .356 with 6 homers against lefties. Sergio Garcia, yeah, I know, because of COVID-19 he tested positive, so that's a loss. Garcia is always fun to watch. Langston's pitch, that is a patient 88. And we have a ground out to shortstop. That'll get taken care of by Spike Owen, who will throw it over to first. And that will retire the side. The Angels jump out in front quickly. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. And a home run by DeCinces. And at the end of 1, the Angels are leading the Mariners 3-0. Top of the second coming up here at Anaheim Stadium. Leading off for the Mariners will be first baseman Ken Phelps. He batted .217, 9 homers against rights. This Angels team was good. They were a good team. They are rated a B in quick results. This is a good team. They had a winning record. Mariners are graded a C. They were around the 500 mark. But they could be scrappy. Witt with the pitch. Tough. 74. Fly out to center. Actually, I'm sorry, Phelps is not at first base. He is the designated hitter. The first baseman was Alvin Davis. One man down here is the center fielder, Dave Henderson. Batted .227 with 11 homers against rights. Didn't Witt pitch a perfect game? Mike Witt? I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar, but maybe he did. I'm not sure. Might want to check it. In play, 94. That's a fly out the left. And that'll get taken care of by Downing. And now right fielder Al Cowens. Batted .266 with 9 homers against rights. Had another shutout in 1968 season. Boston shut out Detroit and McLean. Yes, last game of a season. Let's see, 1968. So he had in 1968. This is Mike Witt. This is 1985. So, and he's 24 years old. So I don't think that's what you're thinking about. Not sure. Might be. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Al Cowens, that is a patient 23, and that's going to be a double for Cowens. He hits that one into left field. The M's get a 2-out double. That's their first hit of the game. Third baseman Jim Presley. Still 2 outs here. Cowens not doing anything. Witt pitched a perfect game in 1984. Okay. So maybe, okay, not a problem. Thank you, my friend. Witt, that is a tough 61, and that is a fly ball to right field, and Miller will make the play. And that will end the inning. The M's get a hit, but that is all they get. And it stays 3-0 in favor of the Halos. Leading off for California will be second baseman Bobby Grich, another underrated Angel. Batted .265 with 5 homers against lefts. Langston will throw. That is a patient 74. That's a single for Grich. He will go to first. He gets that into center field. And now the Angels have their designated hitter, and that will be Mike Brown. He batted .325, 4 homers against lefts. Grich on at first. Oh, you're talking about a game you played this afternoon. Okay. Let's see. Patient 91. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Brown is double play rating of 8. Langston is 7. That is a 9. That is above the both of them. And according to the rules, it's just a regular fielder's choice. I think I'm just going to go back to the original rule. So Grich will be out at second, and Brown will take his spot. And that is 1 out on a fielder's choice. I was thinking of activating the rule where if the dice roll is above both of them, then the runner gets to second base. But I'm going to say negative on that. I'm going to go back to the original rule. But on the sacrifice fly rules, I'm going to still use my new one. Dick Schofield leads off is the next batter for California. Batted .259 with 2 home runs. He was 22 years old. This is Dick Schofield Jr. Runner man on first. Langston will pitch. And we got a patient 58. And that's a hit by pitch. Schofield gets plunked. And that will put runners at first and second. Langston is not off to that great a start, apparently, in the game. Here's Gary Pettis with runners at 1 and 2. 1 out here. Bottom of the second inning. Angels already up 3-0. We'll see how long a leash Langston's going to be on. Tough 13. That's a strikeout. Langston gets a big K. Strikes out Pettis for out number 2. And now here's Daryl Miller. Miller struck out his last time up. Can Langston get out of the inning? Tough 18. Yes, he can. Struck him out. Gets a big strikeout on Miller, and he gets out of it. No runs. There was a hit. A hit by pitch also in a fielder's choice, but it stays 3-0 in the ahead of the Angels. Pitched a combined no-hitter in 1990. Okay, cool. Here is Mike Witt again. We go to the top of the third, 3-0, and leading off for the Mariners will be the catcher, Bob Carney. He batted .264 with 3 homers against rights. And that is a tough 45. And Carney leads off with a nice double. He'll come there. We'll go to man on second. I sometimes wish these cards would stay where they're at. Double for Carney. Nice play there. Now the shortstop, Spike Owen, future Red Sox. Carney on at second, steal rating 2D, nothing on the dice, so Witt will pitch to Owen. We got a patient 11, and we got a walk. Owen will trot down to first. And now Witt in a little bit of trouble here. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Jack Berconti. He grounded out his last time up. So now Witt in a little bit of a jam. Pitch on the way. Ballpark 44. That's going to be in Berconti's wheelhouse. That is in his wheelhouse. And a 22 is going to be a single, a base hit for Berconti. Let's see what he gets. It's a hard grounder. Hard grounder into left field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Runner on second scores. So Carney comes in to score. Spike Owen goes to third. And Berconti goes to first. And the Mariners are on the board. It's now 3-1 and still no one out. Phil Bradley coming up next. Runners at the corners. The Angels are going to call the infield back, try to turn for double play. When was Clemens injured in 85? I don't remember the exact date, but right now Clemens is still listed with the Red Sox. He is listed with the Red Sox roster as of now. As a member, I do check the rosters to make sure they are correct by that day. Thanks to Action PC Baseball for that ability. Witt will pitch. Patient 35. That is a double for Phil Bradley. He gets a big one right here, 35. That is a double. So let's see what we get. Kind of a double it is. It is a line drive into the alley in center field. The runners will advance 2 bases, so Owen will score. Berconti goes to third. Bradley to second. It's now 3-2. Here come the M's. Next batter is Alvin Davis. 3-2 Mariners. That fans here at Anaheim Stadium not enjoying this right now. And still nobody out here in the top of the third. Alvin Davis. See what he can do. Davis grounded out his last time up. Runners second and third. The infield is going to be in. So infield in is called. Witt. Let's see what he has. Patient 38. And he walked him. And now the bases are juiced. Bases loaded for the Mariner DH, Ken Phelps, and nobody out here in the top of the third. The Mariners are looking pretty good. Witt in a little bit of a jam. Infield is back. Witt. Another patient 62, and he is going to walk Ken Phelps. And he walks in the tying run. That is a walk. And a run will score. And we are now tied at 3. Typical American League game in 85. And next batter is Dave Henderson. Bases still loaded, still nobody out. Infield is still back. Angels trying to get a hit, but right now Mike Witt, or actually Mariners trying to get a hit, but Witt's just putting them on base. Pitch coming. That is a tough 82. Tough 82. That's a fly ball to center field. And that is going to get caught by Gary Pettis. And since it is a tough fly out, Bradley will not score. The runners will hold. 1 out. And now Al Cowens gets a chance for Seattle. Both these teams have a 5-5 record. They're both at 500 at this stage of the season. They are 5-5, so the winner here will go above 500 in the American League West. But of course, standings don't mean much right now. 1 out, infield still double play depth. The pitch will go to Cowens. Tough 11. That's a strikeout. He gets Cowens out there. Big Mike Witt rears back and put a little something extra on that to get the second out. And now Jim Presley for the M's. Now the infield is normal. Tough 06. And that's a strikeout. He strikes out the side. I'm sorry, no. He doesn't strike out the side. He strikes out the last two. But that's good enough. And the inning is over, so they load the bases, and all of a sudden he gets 3 quick outs. Although the Mariners do get 3 runs. 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and 3 walks. We go to the bottom of the third, and we got triples wild on the scoreboard, 3-3-3. Timeout. Bottom of the third, Mark Langston comes back out for the M's. And here is Brian Downing for the Angels. He singled his last time up. Langston, defense check, 60. Well, let's see. An error check to short. The ball is hit to Presley. His error rating is a 3. That's a 1-53. 60 on the dice. Presley will make the play. He'll throw to first and get the out. Ground out to short. And now Doug DeCinces. He hit a home run his last time up, a 2-run jack. Witt combined with Mark Langston to pitch that 1990 Angels no-hitter. Langston started, Witt finished. Well, that's something special about today's game now, isn't it? Both these two pitchers will combine for a no-hitter in 5 years. Langston pitches, ballpark 59, that's a wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 39 for DeCinces, and DeCinces just cracked another one. A wheelhouse 39, and that is a goner. Second home run for DeCinces. He has 2 on the day. And the Angels now get back out the lead, 4-3. Here's Bob Boone. Multi-home run game for DeCinces. Pitch to Boone. Tough, 64. Tough, 64. That is a fly ball to right. And that'll be caught by Cowens for the second out. And now Juan Beniquez. And that's a straight wheelhouse 92, and that's a base hit. A 92 on Beniquez card against lefty is a clean single, so he will go to first. 2-out single by Beniquez. And now Bobby Grich. Beniquez not running on anything. The no-hitter was against the Mariners. Wow, so much history in this game I'm playing between the M's and the Halos. Langston with the pitch. Tough, 0-4, that's a strikeout, and that will end the inning. California gets a run on 2 hits. Another home run by Doug DeCinces. He's got 2 of them in this game. They lead 4-3 at the end of 3. As Langston trying to wonder how can he get DeCinces out. Top of the 4th. And who we got coming up? We have Bob Carney leading off for Seattle. He doubled his last time up, pretty much started that rally, which got the Mariners back into the game. Witt, tough, 86. And it's a ground ball to short. And that'll get taken care of by Schofield for out number 1. Next up will be Spike Owen. Owen walked his last time up. Witt, tough, 25. And he just missed it. That's gonna be a pop out to second. A lot of pop outs. Lot of pop outs in this season so far. A lot of pop outs. Here's Jack Briconti with 2 men out now. He singled his last time up. Patient 21 walked him. Briconti will trot down to first as he reaches base for the second time. And now Phil Bradley. Bob Carney retired at the end of 85 season to go join the circus. Briconti on at first, and he's got a 4+ steal rating, and there's a 2 on the dice. I could have him steal with that. Actually, if Grace is a jump to a 5, his rating is an A. Boone's arm is a 2. So what would be his attempt? What's his attempt? An A2? That would be a very good chance to steal. With 2 outs, you have 31 stolen bases. Yeah, why not? He'll try a very good chance to steal, so we check the optional jump chart. So Briconti's steal rating is a 5 because it's his first time to steal. And Mike Witt's hold rating is an 8. So it is a 0 to 63% chance for Briconti to steal. He gets an 0-3. There he goes. It's a very good attempt. The throw down to second, not even close. Briconti, what safes pretty much all the way down the card, that's not even close. Briconti steals second base, and he gets into scoring position. Still 2 outs, but Bradley now has a runner on second to work with. Pitch from Witt. That is a tough 43. And Bradley, boy, does that work. That's a base hit for Bradley. A tough 43. That is a single. Briconti's run rating of 6. That will score him from second with 2 outs. And the stolen base works to the Mariners' advantage. It is once again tied at 4. RBI single by Bradley. As the stolen base helps. And now Alvin Davis with the runner on first. We got quadruplets on the scoreboard. And what we got here, tough, 96. That's a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. So 1 run for Seattle on 1 hit, a walk, and a stolen base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We are still tied at 4 here at Anaheim Stadium. Langston comes back out. Leading off for the Halos will be Mike Brown. Patient, 54. That's a base hit. Single for Brown against the left-handed pitcher. He gets a single. He will trot on down to first, 2D steal rating. 8 on the dice, nothing happening. And Dick Schofield will come up to bat. Langston's pitch, that's another patient, 50, and that's going to be a base hit by Schofield. That's a single for Schofield. That's an opposite field. It's an opposite field liner into right field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. So Brown will go to second. And Schofield will hold it, will get to first. And the Angels are once again in business. I got to admit, in this season, Patient really hurt. Patient is a lot different from the 1985 Patient is different from 1994 Patient. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here is Gary Pettis. What do Mariners do? Do we play for the double play? Well, Pettis is a double play rating of 5. They're going to play the infield in. Mariners will play the infield in. Langston's pitch. That is a 6. That's a ballpark 0-3. That is in Pettis' wheelhouse. He doesn't have any home run power. And a wheelhouse 68 is just going to be a fly ball to right. But it's a wheelhouse fly out, which means Mike Brown automatically comes in to score on a wheelhouse sacrifice fly. And the Angels retake the lead 5-4. Schofield hold, and I believe on a wheelhouse sacrifice fly. Other runners hold. Yep. Schofield stays at first, but now it's 5-4 Angels. And next batter is Daryl Miller. And he has struck out twice, but now 1 out. 6 on the dice. Schofield not running. Steeler fan 1933 said he can't stay. Just wanted to say hi and leave a like. Thank you very much, sir. Join us again next time. Langston's pitch. Patient 37. And that's a single for Miller. Base hit. Opposite field liner into right field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Schofield will go to third and will hold there. Miller gets his first hit of the game. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. And here's Brian Downing. Today's Whitey Herzog's 89th birthday. Happy birthday to the white rat. Yep, that's absolute. That's great. 89 years old. Mazel tov to that man. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Runners at the corners. Once again, Langston having a lot of difficulties. Downing is the batter, and his double play rating's a little better. The Mariners are going to try to play for 2, so the infield will stay halfway. Will stay normal. Pitch from Langston. That's a Patient 53, and it's going to be a clean double. That is a double. Against the lefty, a 53 is a double for Downing. So, and now we'll see what kind of double it is. And that is an opposite field shot into right field. The runners advance 2 bases. So Schofield, he will come in to score. Miller goes to third, and Downing's on at second. And now the Angels lead it 6-4, and that will be it for Langston. He is done. The batter now is Doug DeCinces. He has gotten 2. He has 2 home runs today. So let's see who the Mariners want to bring into pitch. And Seattle will bring in Carl Best. 2-1 with a 1.95 ERA. Carl Best against Doug DeCinces. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 6-4 Angels. The Mariners originally won this game 3-2. If you look at my comments in the comments section, you'll see that the Mariners actually won this game 3-2. That was the original score of this broadcast of the game. But it looks like the Angels are looking for a little bit in payback. Still 1 out, runner second and third. The Mariners are going to play the infield in. And Best will now pitch to DeCinces. Patient 33 walk. I believe that's a walk. Yep, that is a walk. DeCinces just gets the walk, and the bases are loaded. Batter now is Bob Boone. Best is a long reliever, so he can at least go a few innings. He can go 4, 5, and 6. Bases loaded. Now the infield will play back. Salvador America says, hello, everybody. Busy tonight, just dropping by to drop a like and say, hey. Thank you very much, Salvador America. Your Red Sox did win last night, if you didn't know. They did hold on to win. I do apologize that I couldn't finish the game. Tropical Storm Etta had other ideas. Pitch from Best. Patient again, 14. That is a walk. Only one patient, and Best has rolled it twice, and he walks in a run. Unbelievable. The merry-go-round turns. Yeah, they won the game 5-2. Mike Easler hit his second home run of the game in the top of the ninth. I had to finish the game offline. There was no way I was going to be able to do it online because the power was just going in and out, and it was beginning to piss me off. The Angels now lead it 7-4 as Mariner pitching is just not getting it done. Now Juan Beniquez the batter and still only one out. Not looking good for the M's. Keeping the infield back for a double play. Tough, 40. And base hit, Juan Beniquez. That is a single. A line drive into center field. Runner on second scores, which means Downing will come in to score. DeCinces will come in to score. Boone, he advances 2 bases, he goes to third. Beniquez to first, and the Angels are opening it up in this game, now leading 9-4. And the batter now is Bobby Grich. Mariner pitching just not getting it done. Even Carl Best having an issue with that kind of card he's got. Now 9-4 Angels here at Anaheim Stadium and still only one out. You keep on playing until you got a winner. Because I'm sorry, it looks like it's going to be a blowout. In play 0-4. And that is going to be a double for Bobby Grich. Oh boy. Deep drive to center field, one hops the wall, all runners score. So Boone comes in. Beniquez comes in. A double for Grich. A double for Grich. And it looks like the Angels have opened up a can of whoop ass on the Mariners. Now leading 11-4. Gibson rest. And that's also Gibson's birthday today too, huh? Wow. Angels now lead 11-4 here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Mariners are just not cutting it. Best is going to be removed as he's now fatigued after giving up all those runs. And the Mariners will bring in Edwin Nunez. He's their closer, but right now it looks like the Mariners are not going to make much of a force in this game. Now down 11-4 to the Angels and still one out and Grich on at second. As the fans here at Anaheim Stadium are being treated to a treat. The Angels have batted around. Here is Mike Brown. Tough, 61. And what we got here? Fly ball to right field. Finally an out. 2 men down. And now Dick Schofield. On this day, Orlando Cepeda is National League MVP. There you go. Nunez will pitch to Schofield. Tough, 43, and ground ball back to the pitcher. Nunez tosses it over to first, and that will do it. But the Angels pretty much unload on the Mariners. 1, 2, 7 runs. 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And a couple of walks. At the end of 4, Angels all over the Mariners, 11-4. Sometimes you get games like this. Top of the fifth coming up. Witt now with a 7-run lead. See if he can hold on to it. Ken Phelps leads off for Seattle here. Johnny Bench named National League MVP. How about that? Witt's pitch in play, 41. And what we got here, that's a ground out to third. One down. And here is Dave Henderson. Pitch coming. Patient 58. And we got a base hit. Dave Henderson has a single. And he will go on. He will trot down to first. That's Henderson's first hit of the game. Now coming up will be Al Cowens. Cowens is 1 for 2. He had a double in this game. Adding trivia to help me out, that's fine. Go ahead and throw it into the chat. Because right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good game. But you never know. Sometimes I get comebacks. They do happen. Henderson on at first, not stealing. The pitch to Cowens. Patient 23. That is a double for Cowens. Deep drive off the left field wall. Runners advance 2 bases with a choice. Henderson coming around third. His run rating is a 7. That is a 2. So Henderson's going to try to score. The ball is hit to left field. The left fielder is downing. His arm rating is a 6. And the throw is going to come to the plate. So I flip a card. 6 or lower, Henderson is safe. A 7, it's a play at the plate. 8, Henderson is out. 8 or higher is out, and that is a 9, and Henderson is thrown out at the plate. 2 down. He is out at the plate. How about that? A nice throw by Gary Pettis, the center fielder, who guns him down. Actually, it shouldn't have ran because the score is not within 3 runs. I forget about that, but that's okay. We'll play on. 2 outs now, 11-4. Cowens on at second. And here is Jim Presley, 2 outs. Double for Cowens, and Henderson cut down. And now Jim Presley, 2 outs. Next year, Dave Henderson hits the Reds. Yep, it's the playoff homer off of Donnie Moore. Yes, we know. I remember watching that game on TV. Mike Witt's pitch. Patient 23. He walked him. The inning will continue. And here is Bob Carney. Mike Witt in a little bit of a jam, but with an 11-4 lead. The pitch goes to Carney now with 2 outs. And that is a tough 38, and he struck him out. And that ends the inning. No runs for Seattle. 2 hits. Halfway through this game, the Angels are all over the Mariners, 11-4. And of course, Donnie Moore, yes, and of course, Donnie Moore was never the same after that. As he really felt he let the Angels down, allowing the home run. And of course, as you guys know, as being a Mets fan that I am, 1986 to me was the best season ever. And I don't care what anybody says, 1986 had the best postseason in history. Bottom of the 5th, Gary Pettis leads off for the Halos against Ed Nunez. He'll pitch this inning. Try to stop the bleeding. Nunez, ballpark 91. That's going to be an in play for Pettis. And that is going to be a base hit, and that's going to be more than a base hit. Pettis is going to have a double. As right now, no Mariner pitcher can get the job done. Double for Pettis. That's his second double of the game. He goes to second, and now here's Daryl Miller. Moore, a serious arm problem. March should never brought him in. Yep. Although Moore, remember, Moore got 2 quick outs. He got a couple of quick outs. But Gene March, the funny thing is that in 1986 postseason, both losing managers blew it. Gene March bringing in Moore, and John McNamara for bringing in Bob Stanley and leaving Buckner in there leaving Buckner in at first. Although Buckner was not the reason why. Like I said, everyone wants to blame Buckner for the loss that my Mets did against the Red Sox. Blame it all on John McNamara. He made some very poor moves. Pitch from Nunez. Tough. 81. Fly ball center field. And down goes Miller. And Pettis holds it first. Holds it second, I should say. Here's Brian Downing. Nunez with the pitch. Patient. Oh, we got a rare play. So we bring out the rare play chart. Let's see what we get. We have a rare play. Let's see what we have here. Roll the rare play dice. Red first. 5-3. Let's see. Defense. Reroll all dice and refer to defense chart. So what I do is I draw the die. It is a range to second base. Player with a range of 5 or E rating makes highlight reel catch. So it's a ball. It's a range play. So it's a ball hit to second base, and that is Perconti. His range is a C, and it's going to be a one base single. It had to be a range with an A, and it is not. So it's a single and a one base single. So Downing goes to first, and Pettis goes to third. Base hit for Downing, as that one got by Jack Perconti. Runners at first and third, and now DeCinces will come up. Still one out here, bottom of the fifth. Bears Den 007 joins me here at a blowout at Anaheim Stadium so far. Nunez will pitch to DeCinces. He's not allowed a run yet. Infield will be back. Nunez, patient 25, and he walked him. Mariner pitching, not getting it done today. And now Bob Boone, as California just enjoying whooping up on the Mariners. Infield still halfway. Nunez with the pitch. Tough, 35. And we've got a pop out to second base. Infield fly rule in effect. 2 outs. Nobody moves. And here is Juan Beniquez. Beniquez is 2 for 3 today, as the Angels are owning the M's tonight. Nunez, tough, 20, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that retires the side. So all that excitement, but the Angels don't get any runs. No runs on 2 hits. No runs on 2 hits. And we are at the end of 5. It's 11-4, still Angels. Take a timeout here and reset the board. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Mike Witt comes back out for the Halos. He might as well. You're up by 7 runs. And right now the Mariners are just not getting it done. Here's Spike Owen. He will lead off. Top of the 6th inning. Witt's pitch. Tough. 96. Fly out to left. And that's going to get taken care of by Downing, out number 1. Here's Jack Perconti. Witt with the pitch. Ballpark 25. That's a wheelhouse. Perconti 36. That's a single. He will go to first. A base hit for Perconti. Trots down there. The batter will be Phil Bradley. Perconti has the option of stealing, but you're down by 7 runs. You're not stealing. Bradley is 2 for 3 today. Witt with the pitch. And we got a tough 60. Fly ball to right field. Miller will make that catch. Second out. And now Alvin Davis. Davis is 0 for 2. He hasn't done anything today, really. Ed Kranepool's 76th birthday. Yes, that I did know. Mike Witt will pitch to Davis here. Angels leading 11 to 4. Tough 74, and that is a fly ball to center field. Gary Pettis will come under there and make the catch, and that does it for the M's. They do get 1 hit, but that is all they get. They do not get to have their cake and eat it too. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 11 to 4 Halos. Nunez is done. He's pitched 2 innings, so they will bring in a new pitcher for the Mariners, and that will be lefty Ed Vandenberg. He will come on and pitch. And Bobby Grich leads off for California in the bottom of the 6th. Grich is 2 for 3. Vandenberg, tough 76. Fly ball center field. Who's going to get that? Henderson's going to make that catch. First out. And now Mike Brown. Vandenberg, patient 63. And what we got here? Patient 63, fly ball to right field. That's going to get picked up by Cowens for out number 2. And now Dick Schofield. Schofield against Vandenberg. 2 men down. And that is a patient 95. That's a fly ball to left. Bradley's going to make that play. And that is the first time in this game California has gone down 1-2-3. Vandenberg retires the side in order. Nothing across for California. First time they've actually gone 1-2-3. At the end of 6, it is still 11 to 4 Angels. Top of the 7th coming up now. George the Stork Theodore is in the stands today taking in this Mariners-Angels ball game. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I guess he's probably just relaxing watching this 7-run blowout. Here is Ken Phelps, to lead it off for Seattle against Witt in the top of the 7th. Patient 89. That's a ground ball to second base. That'll get picked up by Grich. He'll throw to first, out number 1. Dave Henderson will come up. In play 09, and that is going to be a triple for Dave Henderson. A 9 is the only one way he can get a triple on an in-play on righty. Henderson gets a 3-bagger. He will hold it third. And that's Henderson's first hit of the game. The batter will be Al Cowens. Cowens is 2 for 3. He's got 2 doubles. 1 out, infield playing back. The pitch from Witt. Tough, 0-4. That's a strikeout, 2 down. So Al Cowens has doubled twice and struck out twice. And now a chance for Jim Presley. Presley is 0 for 2. Witt, tough, 37. That's going to be a double for Jim Presley. He gets a big blast into center field. That'll score Dave Henderson. An RBI double for Presley. Tries to get the Mariners a little bit closer. Score is now 11-5 with Presley on at second. And Bob Carney coming up for Seattle. Still 2 outs. Mike Witt, not fatigued yet, but he will be. He won't be. This is going to be his last inning no matter what. Pitch to Carney. In play, 0-6. That is going to be another double. That's a double for Carney. Double right here, 1-9. Carney smacks a double. So 2 consecutive doubles. That will score Presley from second easily. Carney goes to second. And the ball game score is now 11-6. And that's going to be it for Witt. So Witt leaves with the win. The only thing he can do. Spike Owen is the batter for the Mariners. Let's see who the Angels want to bring in. And coming on to pitch for the Angels will be Pat Clements. He was 5-0, 3.34 ERA in 1985. 2 outs, runner on second for the Mariners. Now an 11-6 ball game, as it looks like pitching has taken the night off. Owen is 0 for 2. Clements will pitch. In play, 35. Popped up to shortstop. That's going to get taken care of by Schofield. And that ends the inning. 2 runs for Seattle on 3 hits. We are at the 7th inning stretch. With the score, 11-6 Angels. Don't go away. Maybe this game could get exciting. We'll be right back. Seventh inning stretch time, but not only that, it's also time for the 10-minute ticker. So let's see how the rest of the league does tonight. So let's bring out the 10-minute ticker and see how your teams do. Today's date is April 20th, 1985. We'll start down here. So let's do the 10-minute ticker. Seattle, California, we are playing. So let's see how the rest of the league goes. Boston at Chicago White Sox. That is a 9, and that's going to be a win for the White Sox. They win that game 4-1. Kansas City at Detroit. An 11, that's a win for the Tigers. They win that game 3-1. Texas at Milwaukee. A 10. That's a win for the Brewers. They win that game 7-3. Cleveland at New York Yankees. That is a win for the Indians. They win that game 9-4. They beat the Yankees. Back up top here, Minnesota at Oakland. And that is a 6. That's a win for the Twins. They win. It's a 9-1 victory for the Twins. Baltimore over Toronto. And 11. The Blue Jays win the game 9-3. Houston at Atlanta. I know Steeler fans not here, but I'm sure he'll take an interest. A 7. That's a win for the Astros. They beat the Braves 8-1. And actually, Houston is a B, not a C. San Francisco at Cincinnati. 7. That's a win for the Reds. They win that game 8-1. Chicago Cubs at Montreal. 8. Win for the Expos 4-1. New York Mets at Philadelphia. My Mets against the Phillies. And my Mets can't win it. The Phillies will take that win 7-4. Los Angeles at San Diego. A 7. That is a win for the Dodgers. They win that game 8-7 in a close game against the Padres. Pittsburgh at St. Louis. And 11, that's a win for the Cardinals, 9-7. Now we go to April 21. Seattle, California. We'll figure that one out when this game is finished, although it looks like the Angels are going to win it. But here is Boston at the White Sox. 7, that's another win for the White Sox. That's going to be a 4-2 victory for the White Sox. Kansas City at Detroit. A 9, Detroit wins the game, 8-6. Milwaukee, Texas at Milwaukee. The Rangers win the game. That's a 6-5 win. Cleveland against the New York Yankees. That's a win for the Yankees, 7-6. Minnesota at Oakland. And the Twins will beat the Athletics 7-0. Baltimore at Toronto. That is a win for the Blue Jays, 5-2. Houston and Atlanta. It's a 6. That's the Astros. They win that game 6-5. Houston continues to get off to a good start. San Francisco, Cincinnati. That's a win for the Reds, 9-1. Chicago Cubs at the Expos. A 9. That's a win for the Expos, 7-5. New York Mets at Philadelphia. Can my Mets go in a game here? With that 4, they do. Yes, they do. 4-0. Mets go ahead and beat the Phillies. Los Angeles at San Diego. It's a 7. That's a win for the Dodgers. That is a 9-6 win. Pittsburgh at St. Louis. And that's a 6. That's a win for the Cardinals, 8-2, as the Cardinals continue to play well. And that is it for our 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If it didn't, there's always next time. And, of course, tomorrow you can see our next game. It'll be April 22nd. It will be the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Houston Astros. That will be tomorrow's game here on Payoff Pitch 85. Give me a moment to reset the board. Let's see. California is here. I didn't break anything. I hope you guys enjoyed the 10-minute ticker. It's actually one of the reasons why I do it this way, so you guys can see how the rest of the league goes. Bottom of the seventh inning, Angels leading the Mariners 11-6. And it actually is Ed Vandenberg pitching. And it's the top of the order for the Halos in Gary Pettis. This is Vandenberg's second inning. This will be his last inning also. I'm going to re-roll that. Let's see. Ballpark 13. That is a wheelhouse for Pettis. And a wheelhouse 92 is a ground out to short. That'll get taken care of by Owen, 1 out. Here's Daryl Miller. Tough, 66. Ground ball to third base. And Presley will take care of that. 2 outs. And the next batter is Brian Downing. Downing having a great night. He's 3 for 4. Had one guy said in the Payoff Pitch Gamers Network that you don't get many hits playing Payoff Pitch. I submit to him he needs to watch this game. Vandenberg, tough, 81, and he will fly out to center field. Henderson will make that catch. And a 1-2-3 inning again on the Angels. At the end of 7, it's still 11-6. Top of the 8th coming up. Pat Clements will pitch, and he'll deal with the top of the order for the Mariners. Here is Jack Briconti. Can the Mariners still maybe climb back into this? They're down by 5 runs. Clements, tough, 93. That's not the way to start. That's a fly out to right. 1 man down as Daryl Miller makes the catch. Here is Phil Bradley. Bradley is 2 for 4 today. Clements, patient, 47. That's a base hit. Bradley will trot down to first on a single. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Let's see what Alvin Davis can do. No steal, nothing going on. You're down by 5 runs. Clements will pitch to Davis. That is an in-play 07, and that's going to be a base hit for Davis. It's a single. That's an opposite field liner. Opposite field liner into left field. Runner on first advances 1 base. Bradley with a choice. Bradley will hold. He will not attempt to go to third. But now the Mariners are in a little bit of business here with Ken Phelps coming up. And I think we're going to see a pinch hitter for Phelps. Phelps was the DH, and he bats 100 against lefties. So Phelps is going to come out, and the Mariners are going to go to the bench. And let's see who they're going to bring in to bat. And it will be... It's going to be Gorman Thomas. Gorman Thomas, ex-Brewer. He will go up against Clements here with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Seattle has a chance here, and Clements will pitch. Runners at first and second. Can Thomas come through with a big hit? Tough, 22. Nope, struck him out. 2 down. And Thomas will take over at DH. And now we'll see if Dave Henderson has some of that home run magic he would have in 86 with 2 down. Clements. That's an in-play, but an in-play 95 ain't going to do it. Fly ball to left field. And coming to get that one will be Brian Downing. So no runs and 2 hits for the Mariners, but they can't get anybody across. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ed Vandenberg is done for Seattle. So we'll see a new pitcher for them. Coming on to pitch will be Mike Stanton. He will come on for the Mariners now. And Doug DeCinces will bat for the Angels. DeCinces having a great night. He is 2 for 2. 2 walks and 2 home runs. Bottom of the 8th, 11-6. Stanton will now pitch to DeCinces to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Stanton pitches. That's a tough 61, and that's a fly out to right. And that is the first time in this game that DeCinces is out. Next batter is Boone. Boone is 0 for 3. He does have a walk. Stanton's pitch, tough, 74. Ground ball to second base, and that will be picked up by Perconti. He will throw to first for the second out. And now Juan Beniquez. Tough, 21, struck him out. And a 1-2-3 inning by Stanton. As absent since the 5th, the Angels have not gotten anything, but they still have that commanding 5-run lead. It's 11-6 at the end of 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Clemens will not pitch. Al Cowens leads off for the Mariners. Will we see any 9th inning magic? I guess that's the question. And speaking of Donnie Moore, that's who's going to come up to pitch, will be Donnie Moore. Not a save situation, but he had 65 appearances. So I'm pretty sure he came in games where the game was already decided. Here is Donnie Moore. May he rest in peace. Speaking of him, I will go ahead and let him pitch. Philip Reynolds now joins me here a little late here at Anaheim Stadium, but you haven't really missed much. The Angels are up 11-6 going in the top of the 9th. Donnie Moore will pitch to Al Cowens leading off. See if maybe the Mariners can maybe get something going. Tough, 27, struck him out. Cowens goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today. There is one down. And now Jim Presley. Moore's pitch. Tough, 79. That's a fly ball to center field. Gary Pettis will call for that and make it himself for 2 down. And the last chance for the Mariners in this blowout will be Bob Carney. No, Ryan didn't pitch today. It was Mike Witt against Mark Langston. Carney will go up against Moore. 2 outs. Is this the end? That's a tough 27, and yes, it is. Donnie Moore closes the door on a strikeout, and that will do it. As the California Angels blitz the Seattle Mariners 11-6 in this ball game today. Don't go away. Let's find out quickly and see who wins tomorrow night's game between these two real fast. As we have Seattle, California, and that is a win for the Angels. They will win tomorrow as well, 6-2. So California wins tonight and tomorrow. And that will do it. Tomorrow's game, for those of you who are interested, will be the Cincinnati Reds versus the Houston Astros tomorrow night. And Mike Scott is on the mound against Jay Tibbs. So Tibbs will go for another outing with the Reds, but Scott is on the mound. So I'm pretty sure you might not want to miss Mike Scott pitching for the Astros tomorrow on Payoff Pitch 85. I wish I could have given you a much better game today, but you did get to see some offense, and pitching apparently took the night off as there were 17 runs scored in this game. Seattle originally won this game 3-2, but the Angels go ahead and get this one back. So that'll do it for me here. I might be doing a little golf here in about a half an hour to an hour. I might want to get my golf tournament started. So Philip Reynolds, Bob B, Bears Den 007, Southern America, Steeler fan, 1933, Michael Peterson, Keith White, Thank you all for joining me here tonight at Anaheim Stadium. And I'll see you guys maybe a little later or tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, strong, and smart, and you take care. The Angels have a commanding win over the Mariners, 11-6. We'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.